Hey, welcome back. I'm glad that we're all back and we're able to finish out the year in multimedia. And so let's run down some quick expectations. So you've been with me for 9 weeks, so now let's figure out what we got to do to finish out the year. All right, to finish out the year, we are going to do a graphic design project. We're going to use Google SketchUp. You're going to create that 3D house that we talked about once upon a time. It'll have furniture inside that you're going to create. It's going to have some things outside that you're going to create. You'll learn lots about that in this upcoming week. We'll also be doing a project on coding and basic game design. You're going to be using Scratch for that, and that's how we'll finish out our time together in May. And so looking forward to that. Don't forget that our skills that we use the most in multimedia are creativity and problem solving. You will continue to need while you are working on your Google SketchUp house and while you are creating your game and so don't forget to use those. Problem solving is going to be especially interesting because no longer can you just come up to my desk real easy and ask me questions. You're going to have to wait for a different time, such as during teacher office hours and things like that, to ask questions. And so um, you're going to have to try to do a little bit more problem solving on your own. All right, so you should have received the schedule from Mrs. Intrick. This is kind of a rundown of my multimedia schedule and your 4th hour class. And so we will have live class twice a week on Monday and Wednesdays. And you'll see there that I have office hours at different times on different days. And those are times that you can email me and get a hold of me in other ways that I have in the syllabus to ask me questions. Um, on those days while we have live, uh, the live sessions are 15-minute times where we'll have a live recording of class. That's my chance to introduce anything new to you or to clear up any questions that you might have or that a bunch of you might have. So you need to be tuned into those live times. They will be recorded and posted in Schoology just in case for some reason that you can't attend the live times. Outside of the live times, you still have to do daily work. And so each and every day of the week, you will have either an assignment or your project that you're working on that you need to do outside of that live class time. So please don't think your live class time is the only thing you have to do all week. Check Schoology to see what you're needing to complete each day. It's just like a normal school day as far as you need to do something for each class every day. You're just not in the school building to do it. All right, so again, you should join the live sessions for multimedia for the discussion about what we're learning about or what we're learning or working on at that particular time. So please make sure you're tuning into those or watching the recorded session if you can't make it. Live sessions, again, will be recorded and posted in Schoology in case you can't make it to that live session. We will have a very limited time in our live sessions, so all student participation needs to be positive and on task for the benefit of the whole class. And so what I'll probably do, or what I'm going to have to do, is that they've asked us to give the information that we've got to give and record that. And then at the end, we can stop our recording and then we can have question and answer session where you will be able to turn on your mic and ask questions. So that'll have to wait till toward the end of each live session. All right, so again, you should check Schoology each day for that day's work. You will have classwork to do outside of the live class online times. So make sure, again, that you are working outside of those live times. You will need to work on your current assignment or project each day. In addition to working on assignments or projects each day, at the end of the hour, just like we did with our learning logs, but this won't be a learning log, I'll have a discussion board up every single day in Schoology, and I'll have on there what it is that I need you to upload, but typically it's going to be a screenshot of what you accomplished that day during your work time, and it's also going to be a question of some sort that you can answer. So there will be things there for you to look at to decide what you want to answer. So you'll need to do that each day. That's how you're going to earn your classwork points for the week. All right, so tips for being successful during video calls. Um, the materials that you're going to need while you're watching the live videos, you're really not going to need anything unless you want pencil or paper to be able to take notes. So you might want to have that on hand. Make sure you're on time to the live multimedia class, because we will start on time, because I have different ones that are back to back to back, and so I can't go over time. And so make sure you're arriving on time, because those will already be started if you are coming in late. Your audio will be off during the video calls, so make sure that you are looking into your camera, make sure your video's on, make sure you're nodding if you understand what's going on, or giving me a thumbs up so that I know that everybody is understanding what we're doing. Also make sure that you're muting your mic if you're not speaking, or keeping that mic muted, because we have to do that during the live session until the very end. After I'm done recording, then we can have a real quick time for questions. If you do have questions, there is an option in Zoom while we're doing our live session that you can click an icon and raise your hand, and that way I'll know when we're done recording who needs to ask questions. When you're asking questions, make sure that you wait for me to unmute your mic, or to tell you to unmute your mic, because we all can't ask questions at the same time. Again, if you want to take notes, make sure you jot down notes and have paper with you if you need to do that. And again, I do want you to have your video on. That way I can see your face. That way I can tell whether or not you are understanding what's going on. All right. I look forward to our first live session next week, and working through the different things that we're going to start on next week with Google SketchUp. So I will see you then. Bye.